Welcome to the Founder Talk Show, Aditya.
Thank you, Major Shetty. Thank you for having me on the show.
Okay. So let's start by understanding what is game point all about. Is it, when you say game point in tennis and you say, match point, game point is basically winning. Is that what game point is all about?
So that's one of the definitions of game point. But what we do at Game Point is actually three parts. We enable people to have fun, stay fit, and achieve sporting excellence through learning and playing sports. That's what our mission, company mission is. And we are trying to achieve this by having a chain of multi-sport centers, world-class multi-sport centers, where we provide students and adults access to various kinds of sporting activities. So broadly, we have four categories of services that we offer. One is learn, second, play, third is compete, and fourth is gear up. When I say learn, what I mean is professional coaching for children and adults. It's a structured program where we have expert coaches who train from beginner level to advanced level. That's the learn segment. The second is play. In play, we have, again, two kinds of services: membership for regular players and pay and play, where people can book the specific sport or court as per their convenience. The third is compete, where we host and organize sports tournaments for school children as well as corporates. And the fourth segment is gear up. This is basically where we have a sports store to equip sports players with the right equipment and sporting gear. So these are the four services that we offer across multiple sports. So we have sports like badminton, squash, table tennis, basketball, cricket, football, and swimming.
That's interesting. That's a wide spectrum, and you're pretty much covering everything that goes into sports, isn't it?
It is. So we're trying to provide all kinds of sporting services to everyone. So right from a 6-year-old kid to a 60-year-old adult, we want to be able to make sports easy to play for everyone. That's our objective.
Very interesting. In our fortnightly e-magazine, we have a section called All About Gaming, quite popular among the millennials because the magazine is designed for millennials. So when you talk about gaming and game, do people come across and say, because these days when you talk about game, people get confused between more about playing on laptops and desktops than going outdoor and playing. Do you experience that kind of a confusion?
Initially, there was some confusion in the sense that people, when we mentioned Game Point, they thought maybe it's virtual games and other computer-based games. But people know that Game Point is more about sports and physical activity rather than online games. So that I think with the last few years that we've been present, people have come to understand what we really do.
You talked about competing. So tell us about, how do you organize the, competition? These are outdoor. What kind of activity goes in, and who participates? Is it companies, organizations, teams? How? Just tell us about what the competition is all about.
Right. So in Compete, we have two kinds of tournaments or activities. One is where we conduct tournaments for internal teams. For example, a corporate, like let's say Deloitte or a KPMG or Microsoft, if they want us to organize a sports tournament, it can be a single sport only for badminton, or it can be multiple sports, badminton, football, cricket, basketball. Then we help the company organize the tournament for their own staff members, where multiple departments and teams of within a corporate come together and we conduct tournament in a very professional way. So we have umpires and referees, we have specific schedules, then at the end we have trophies and the entire set of activities that goes into a competition. That is for a corporate segment. But we also conduct open tournaments where anybody who's in a sport at the amateur level, right? So it's an open tournament for all adults to come and play. We do those kind of tournaments. And for children's tournaments, we associate with the association, sport associations to conduct the tournament. For example, we've been hosting the Telangana Squash Championships for the last 2 years at Game Point. So all the players of squash in Telangana, they come here for a weekend, and then we host the tournament in various categories: under 13, under 15, under 17, men's, women's. So depending on what age group or category we are organizing, we try to organize it for all sets of people.
And so, as a game point, what would you call? Is it a startup that is working towards, creating awareness about sports, or for the need for sport and outdoor activity, or your mandate also includes finding talent and taking them to the next level, which is representing state or country?
At the moment, we are focused on the grassroots level, where we are getting people to get interested in sports. That's the first objective. As a country, number of people who play sports is probably 1% or less than that. So we actually want to move from a sport loving nation to a sport playing nation, right? That's one of our objectives. In fact, I think in one of the recent interviews, Sachin Tendulkar also mentioned something similar, where he said we should move from a sport loving nation to a sport playing nation. And that's what we want to do. So our idea is to have high quality sports centers, which are located convenient places and which will enable everyone from children to adults to start making sports part of the daily routine, right? So that's what we are trying to do. So for children, the idea is to get them interested in sports, maybe get them attracted away from gadgets. I think these days with most children and with online schooling now, a lot of them are attached to gadgets for learning as well as for activities. So we are trying to see how we can get them away from gadgets for some time, do physical activity, and hopefully fall in love with the sport. And once they fall in love with the sport, then they continue playing the sport. We don't have to do anything else beyond that. So for children, that's the objective. For adults,
I agree with you. Yeah.
Yeah. For adults, the idea is more about fitness and fun. A lot of people come and play sports for fitness. And a lot of people who have passion for sport, they have played in college or school level, but haven't been able to continue beyond that. Now, this is an opportunity for them to get easy access to playing sports and get along with their friends, have fun along the way, and at the same leading a healthy lifestyle.
Also, we've seen, one of the trends that we are witnessing is, especially in urban India, there are a lot of these small clubs, getting together. You also see, rooftop, sport arenas being built, and evening, late night, people are coming together and playing. Do you, also indulge in, do you have such facilities as at GamePoint?
Yes, we do. So we have really high quality sporting facilities. So all of badminton courts, for example, we have 4 locations of Game Point, and we have courts across these 4 locations. And it's a really world-class facility. So we have wooden flooring, then a Badminton World Federation approved mat with 30 feet high roof, and we are open from morning 5 a.m. to midnight, 12 midnight. So idea is to have easy access for people to play at a convenient time convenient to them. So as for badminton, similarly, we have football turf. Right now, we don't have any terrace-based football turfs, but we have on the ground in Hyderabad. In Mumbai and Pune, it's quite popular to have terrace-based turfs because availability of space is also a constraint in those locations. But we have multiple sporting facilities, all conveniently located. In Hyderabad, we've got 4 locations: Madhapur, High Tech City, Uppal, and Hayat Nagar. These are the 4 locations where we've got a Game Point multi-sport centers.
And one thing that we've seen is gated communities. They have decent sporting facility. Do you also work with gated communities to use their facilities slash conduct your competitions for the gated community?
So we do work with gated communities. We've done some sporting activities at the gated communities infrastructure, but the infrastructure there is, I would say, quite basic because it is very initial stages, more of recreational plays what they have infrastructure for. So what we do is we conduct some coaching programs at their places, and those who want a slightly advanced batch, they come to our facility. We also helped some facilities like Ramki Towers and some other gated communities to conduct a sports day for their own residents. So we conducted some sports activities at their campus and some activities at our place. And we help them with the conduction and the prize distribution, all of those things as well. So we do work closely with gated communities. We closely work with schools as well, where sometimes we invite schools to come to our place and utilize our infrastructure, because some of the schools now don't have proper grounds and sporting infrastructure. So we encourage them and invite them to come to our place and utilize them for their regular PT classes or for the sports day and other activities.
And anything that you do in the rural India when it comes to sports?
While we are currently present only in Hyderabad in 4 locations, the idea is to expand the network of centers across the country, both Tier 1, Tier 2, and Tier 3 cities. And in the next few years, we hope to set up at least 100 game point centers across the country.
And how are you going about raising funds for that? I mean, are you bootstrapped? Do you have investors, either who are already part of your startup? How are you going to be, funding yourself?
First center that we set up at High Tech City, we've invested our own money and set up the center to showcase what is possible in this field. Then we have raised some angel funds from some of our friends and some investors based in Hong Kong and London. So with that, we've been able to expand to 4 centers. We will look at raising more funds. We will be looking at raising further funds for expanding across the country. But it's not just about the funds, because we will also be looking at partnering with schools to utilize the unused infrastructure, because many schools have decent sporting facilities which are unused before and after school hours. So we are trying to partner with schools which are good infrastructure and try and see during non-school hours, can we make it available to other people in that residential area. So that is one area we will be looking at, partnering with schools, not just using the existing ones, actually upgrading the infrastructure and making it suitable for even professional play. We are also looking at expanding to the franchisee route. So we have multiple avenues of growth that we have planned for the future.
For potential investors who might be listening to this program or watching this program, what would you say? Where are you right now as a startup? Are you revenue? Are you generating revenue? Are you profitable? You want to share some information there?
Yes, so we are definitely generating revenue. It's been about 4 years since we started our first center. And at the center level, all the centers are profitable. The unit economics are quite positive. Of course, the last year, COVID year, has affected us quite a bit, like most service businesses, and it was a tough year for us. But post the second wave, we've come back to good business. And at the center level, all of them are showing good promise. The idea is to start raising funds from the end of this year, early next year, is when we will probably look at raising further funds. We are also talking to several people who are interested in setting up franchisee centers. We are looking to expand in 3 different ways. One is to expand through our company-owned, company-operated centers. Second is through school tie-ups, where we will partner with schools and utilize the unutilized school infrastructure after school hours and try and conduct programs in their centers. The third is the franchisee route. Now, we have a lot of people who are interested in sports and who have sometimes money to invest in the business, but they don't know how to go about it. In fact, we have a lot of our own customers who have shown interest in setting up similar centers. We are now looking at partnering with these kind of people and setting up franchisee centers where we will help them identify the right location, set up the infrastructure, and then also operate that infrastructure in terms of conducting the coaching programs, pay and play, membership, and all the products that we offer. So that's one way we are looking at expanding.
And what kind of returns can investors or your franchisees can expect from your Gaming Point concept?
In general, the range that they can expect is between 20 to 30% returns is what investor can expect. But it depends largely on the location, because once we want to use the centers from morning 5 to midnight 12, it depends on what location we are setting up and how convenient it is for customers to come and play. But in general, the broad range is about 20 to 30% is what IRR that they can expect.
Aditya, finally, My Startup TV is a channel for startups like yours and entrepreneurs like you. What are your thoughts on it?
I think my first thoughts are that My Startup TV is doing an amazing job in getting so many startups and sharing their stories to the wider world. In general, the mainstream media has been focusing largely on unicorns and the very large companies. I think that is, and while My Startup TV is also giving opportunities for younger startups and showcasing their journey at the beginning stages of the company and the middle stages. And this is very important for people who are wanting to start a new business, It's not just about the glory at the end of not just about the glory at the end of achieving a unicorn status. It's about the work that goes to get there. And I think that's where My Startup TV is making a huge difference and contributing to the startup community.